Good evening, everyone. Shwell here with a quick video. As you see here on the table, we have the Boonie Packer Redi-Mag, but this was a little different. I've had Redi-Mags in the past, airsoft, real steel. I've had them quite a bit. Enjoy them quite a bit as well. And what makes this one different is it's aluminum. The previous versions were steel. They even had some where they actually had cutouts on them to make them lightweight. But the aluminum version is extremely light in comparison to the full steel version. And what you get in the package is one gasket, which is complete, another gasket which is open on one end, an Allen wrench, the Redi-Mag, and some instructions. As I said, I've owned quite a few. The installation is quite straightforward. You really can't mess this up. The only thing that I think you could possibly do is actually attach it to the lower receiver and not have the gaskets in place correctly and scratch up the lower receiver. The gun that I decided to put this in, which was the hardest part of the whole ordeal, was deciding which one of my ARs I was going to use. I opted to go with the 300 Blackout, and the reason why is because it has everything else on it that I've ever tested and evaluated. So I thought, you know what, let's just stay true to that and continue with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take that plug out for the Law Tactical folder. Breaking the gun down isn't necessary, but because my space is limited, I thought that would be the best thing to do to make things a little bit easier. I could also fold the stock just to make it a little bit smaller, or fold the brace, but this is what we're going to do. Because I don't have the current Allen wrench on the desk right now to pull this trigger guard out, I'm going to use this gasket as opposed to the complete 360. The instructions: the first thing you do, check the gun, make sure that the gun is safe and clear. I think we've done that. Then you're going to open the trigger guard by depressing the plunger on the magazine catch side of the front of the guard, but because we're skipping that step, that's not important. We're going to place the rubber sleeve around the magazine well, being sure that the wide end is toward the muzzle. Because we're using the open-ended gasket, the instruction is insert the molded gasket through the trigger guard as to fit the contour of the receiver, with the gasket end pointing toward the muzzle. Holding the gasket on the left side of the receiver, place the Redi-Mag box, checking to make sure the gasket is between the box and the receiver at all points. Alright, so to make that process a little bit easier, let's go ahead and open up the Redi-Mag. Okay, we're going to take the gasket and we're going to feed it through the trigger guard, making sure that the contours match that of the lower receiver. So we have the angles matched up. As you can see here, there's an angle up top. That's for this. Okay. Now, while holding that in place, we're going to go ahead and install the Redi-Mag. It's a little tricky. The hinge portion needs to cradle the lower receiver first before you can swing it into place. A little tricky while lining up the gasket with the lower receiver as well as the Redi-Mag. Get it locked in place as we have there, and as you can see, once that side is done, it's quite snug. And then you swing the other side around. I'll show you from this side. Alright, so let's flip it back over. Again, from the right hand side, we'll put the bolts back in. Take the included Allen wrench, and we're just going to hand tighten it for now. And because this is an installation video, we're just going to do a test fit. I will go back later and add some blue Loctite once I'm satisfied with everything. Make sure everything lines up like it's supposed to. Yep. Okay, one thing I wanted you to see, when I actuate the mag release or mag catch, it also actuates one here on the Redi-Mag itself. So the magazine, the secondary magazine, that is held in place by its own mag catch, which is still actuated by the mag catch on the lower receiver. I like to go back and forth and tighten them a quarter turn at a time once the tension is down. Because we're screwing into aluminum with steel bolts, I don't want to strip it out, so I take my time by alternating the two and making sure that the compression is equal along the separation. I'll try and get closer, but I doubt I'll be able to. If you can see here, the gasket actually folds to the front of the receiver, so you have some overlapping. So the Redi-Mag is not even metal to metal with the lower receiver if you place the gasket in place correctly. I'll roll in some still photos so that you guys can get some closer looks of some of the different portions. There is a little bit of a gap between the magazine catch on the lower receiver and the mag catch on the Redi-Mag. This allows the main magazine, or your actual magazine that you're firing, to be released before the Redi-Mag is released, so you actually have time. So very well thought out product. Again, I've had many of the original designs in the past. I actually sent one to my buddy Booligan, and it's one of those things that you send away or sell and you regret it. But we'll make some adjustments, and we'll do a follow-up. I'll take this out to the range sometime this week and show you guys and demonstrate how it's actually used. Again, it's been around for quite a long time, so I'm not reinventing the wheel or showing you something that hasn't been around. If you search quite a bit, there are a lot of videos from 2011 to 2014 that demonstrate the original model. You can even find videos with Larry Vickers using one. So check that stuff out. Come back and let me know what you think. And this is Schwell. I hope you're all out there having fun, being safe, and also being responsible. And I'll hit you with the two fingers. Later.